Alright, welcome back everyone. If you're watching this video, you are a current user of Valvoline Restore and Protect, or, I thought I saw something on my teeth, or you're seeking information on the product to see if it can help your oil consumption. If not, maybe just clean up some minor debris and varnishes that have built up inside your engine. So this is basically like a warning video. So if you know that you just have varnish and you don't have oil consumption or tailpipe smoke or anything like that, I don't really think there's too much of a warning that I'm going to give to you. Is that if you have oil consumption, you have tailpipe smoke, visible tailpipe smoke, you have spark plugs that are fouling from oil, this is going to be a warning for you. And I'm going to start it with, if you have a little bit of oil consumption, right? We're going to say past the scale of normal, which the manufacturers lie to everyone, say, oh, well, 2 quarts in 5,000 miles is acceptable, right? So every manufacturer has a little bit different of a standard. I say you should have 0 oil consumption, unless your engine was specifically designed for that. So there is a level of oil consumption that is okay, but you look for 0 oil consumption. So we're going to say you have oil consumption and it's not really bad. It's a little bit, and you think you have varnish inside your engine. It could come from fuel. It could come from things that need to be fixed that you're not aware of. It could be from lack of tune-ups, lack of fuel injections, lack of GDIs, from a lack of many things, right? You're lackadaisical on your maintenance. I don't think that you're going to have a problem that you really need to be super concerned about, but there's always a level of caution that I'm going to heed to the customers and to the people who want to try and use this product. Is that if you're not necessarily trying to fix a problem, it's a good idea to clean some varnish up without having to panic about, is it clogging my filter? Is it clogging my screens? Is it clogging the oil pump? Is it clogging as it's doing its job, cleaning up the mess that someone else has created or you have also created yourself? So you buy a new car and your engine's clean. It's clean inside and there's no varnish, there's no sludge. And then your maintenance practices lead it to having these problems, and you're the root cause of this. If you're buying someone's second or third hand car, chances are you're not buying a crispy clean, well-maintained internals of an engine. That's just my experience. So on the minor scale of having varnish, right, build up with little to no oil consumption, I feel that you're in the safe zone of user to product. Then we're going to go into, you have heavy oil consumption, no visible tailpipe smoke, and no mechanical noise. So I'm going to put that in there also too, no mechanical noise. And we're going to add in no check engine lights and nothing wrong typically with the engine that your computer is warning you about. So your engine could have issues that the programming just is not sensitive enough to flash a warning light or to store a warning light or a code until it fails. So if you have warning lights on, especially engine lights, correct those issues and help minimize the problems that are going on. And then when you have an emissions failure, right, it does not make the engine run properly or clean, right? So just let's add that in there. So now you're going to be the customer and product user that I'm going to give a warning to, right? So you want to fix unmaintened items, clogged air filters, dirty air filters, tune-ups that haven't been done, throttle bodies that haven't been maintained, PCV valves that haven't been cleaned or at least replaced. Inspect the oil cap for sludge, inspect the dipstick for varnish or caked on chunkies. Even stick your finger inside the valve cover if you can. Be careful because there could be sharp components in there. Don't stick your finger in there when the vehicle's running. Say it again. Do not stick your finger inside the valve cover when the engine's running. If you stick your finger in there and you get poop on it, right, that tells you how dirty it is. And don't just do it in one spot. Like, take your finger and wipe it around if you can gain access inside the valve cover. If not, the fill tube that bolts to the valve cover and the oil cap. If you have deposits and sludge that are showing up on your finger, that just tells you what's going on in the engine. Now, you don't know how bad it is on the inside of the engine. This is where the warning comes in. Valvoline Restore and Protect is a mild temperature activated oil to remove stuck piston rings and anything else that's inside the engine that this I think it's nanotechnology is what they're saying, to remove those deposits and sludge and stuck rings. The product does work. Here's where the warning part comes in. Your oil filter can only do so much. Your oil sump can only do so much before it becomes blocked, and that's the thing that sucks the oil up inside the oil pan. There's micro screens throughout the engine, and some are so have such tiny passages it doesn't take much for them to restrict them and have them act up. So you really, need to know how bad your engine is. And I say this: you put the oil in, you put it, get it up to temperature, make sure that everything's working, the thermostat's working, there's no engine lights on, everything's tuned up, everything's clean. You have a clean slate that you're starting with. Just pouring Valvoline Restore and Protect in will give you results, but you'll get better results with an engine that's running properly and that's maintained properly. And that goes for GDI services that are missed, induction services that are missed, fuel injection services. All this stuff is going to help fix the problem or give you a bigger problem. And this is where my warning comes in. That those chunkies can only, the smaller pieces can only stay suspended in oil for so long until the oil becomes clogged. The larger pieces will typically wind up bypassing the filter and then winding up lodged someplace else. So if your engine's nasty, right, where do you think all that stuff's going? It's going to start clogging, and that's what you don't want to do. So you want to get the engine hot, and you're starting with fresh, clean Valvoline Restore and Protect. Hopefully you've done all the neglected maintenance to get 100% results. All your warning lights are fixed. You don't have any mechanical issues going on like timing chain rattles and lifters ticking and other issues, right? You don't want to really mess around with your engine if it's got mechanical issues already. I mean, it does help with some mechanical issues from sticking and varnish, but if you have a mechanical issue, this is going to probably irritate it and make it worse. So you're going to start it up, you're going to get it hot, and you're going to go for a road test. And at this point, you really want to bring it back to wherever you're at, and you want to pull the dipstick and inspect how clean the oil is. If the oil's clean, it's possible that road test may not have been long enough. So go for a next road test. And I'm going to say you don't want to go on like an hour road test without knowing the color of the oil. So if you change your oil and you go for an hour road test, come back, and it's black, it's full of carbon deposits in suspension in the oil, that means the oil filter has deposits in it too. So what would I do at this point? Well, you're going to have to say, well, it's going to be, I drive it and hope for the best, or you're going to change the oil again and try and get it cleaner for a 1 hour road test. So it could get expensive, but an engine's going to cost you way more than a few oil changes. So think about that. So if the oil is black that fast, that tells you how much crap is going through your engine, and Valvoline Restore and Protect is removing. How much more can Valvoline Restore and Protect take on? I don't know that answer. Every condition is going to be different. So for me, if I did that, I would say I'm going to have to change this oil again and the filter, and that's the way it is. And then drive it again, maybe for another hour, and say, okay, and use a white piece of paper or a napkin and judge the clarity on that. And then also against the dipstick is going to be probably one of your best because it's polished, shiny, and reflective, right? So it'll show better. So at that point, we know the engine's filthy inside. We know we're in the risk area of using a product like this. There's always a risk and a reward, right? The reward would be, hey, I don't need to change the oil so often now in the testing procedure of Valvoline Restore and Protect. The reward would be, I drove the car 3,000 miles and the oil that it didn't get black, it got shaded, knowing that the deposits aren't as heavy as I think, or they haven't really removed all at that point in time, if you follow what I'm saying. So it really the oil tells a story. When people say color doesn't mean anything, color means everything. Color of your oil means everything, unless it was designed like royal purple or some other thing, but most oils do not start out black with solids or carbon molecules suspended in the oil. And at worst case, you could have catastrophic engine failure. So you have an engine that has mechanical problems already, and then you basically gave it an energy shot of cleaner that just fast forwarded the inevitable, which is you're going to need an engine. So you don't want that. And that's why I'm making this video, to warn you about Valvoline Restore and Protect. Don't think it's a oil change just for you without testing. And I see a lot of customers who I don't really know the health of the vehicle. Typically when I see them, they need work and they have oil consumption. And my minimum is, hey, I want to see you back here in 500 miles. And I need to check this oil, and I need to take a look at it and see what's going on, And if I don't feel that when I check it, and I check the oil and say it's a quart down in a 5,000 mile oil change, I don't really get overly concerned about the 500. More like I want to see it in 1,000 or 1,500, and I've had customers come in like 500, 1,000, 1,500, just so we can get some type of gauge on what's going on with this engine, so we don't have catastrophic failure. So the engine's already been burning oil. It's already been ran low on oil. There is some level of mechanical wear that has happened and occurred inside the engine. We really just don't know unless you tear it all down, which, we're trying to eliminate huge costly expenses in that, and also engine replacement, and that's where Valvoline Restore and Protect comes in play. It is a fantastic product, but there has to be a level of cautions and warnings to the consumer that, hey, you could, if you don't use this product properly and stay on top of the symptoms, right, and the signs, that you could have a major issue. And that's what we're trying to avoid. That's why I wanted to make this video, is that, I thought that this video would be just other than saying, hey, Valvoline Restore and Protect could blow up your engine. And almost any oil can blow up your engine. But this is a product that's designed to really clean the engine in a mild procedure. But if you have a 300,000 mile nasty engine, you could just accelerate, self-destruction of your engine, and we don't want that. So do some of the testing and poking and visual, and follow what I'm saying to you, and you should have a safe experience with it, right? If you're just looking to remove varnish, not sludge and chunkies, and your engine's in bad shape, and your engine light's not on, and your tune-up hasn't been done, and carbon services and GDIs and throttle body clean and PCVs, you just add this product to that, you're making a bigger mess for yourself. That's for sure. You need some type of decent baseline for the systems that are clean and functioning properly. Not necessarily 100%, but cleaned and functioning properly. So I hope that you guys all understand that. If you have any questions, let me know. We use Valvoline Restore and Protect. I use it in my personal vehicles. My Sequoia does not burn any oil in a 3,000 mile oil change with Valvoline Restore and Protect. I went to 4,000 miles under extreme driving conditions, and it did burn a little bit of oil, but I was beating the snot out of it, right? So you're talking about conditions and environment. How are you driving your vehicle, right? If you're wide open throttle and part throttle, 90 miles an hour for an hour, yeah, dude, you're going to have a little bit more oil consumption and blow by and wear on your engine. But the color of the oil was still clean at 4,000 miles. So that's the key. So at over 300,000 miles, there is some mechanical wear that Valvoline Restore and Protect is not going to fix. But I have no tailpipe smoke. But at 3,000 miles, I have zero oil consumption in 6 quarts. That's phenomenal. Before, I had oil consumption in 3,000 miles over a quart, and I don't now at 3,000 miles. All right, thanks for watching.